This is the Lichtman Live post show, the greatest post show that's ever existed on the face of planet Earth. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all so much for being here. Who's in the chat? Susie Garcia, Suzanne AP, McCoy, Kyle Fishman. That's it. Oh, Moz is here. RM Bells. Michael Nightwolf. It's nice to see you too, Michael. Daniel Ray, President Khalidi, Mateo CC, T-Girl, Zolt, Jason Holtzman, TNT, Truth Not Tyranny. Hello, Vladimir. Bibia is here too. Go ahead and lurk. Long Beach Huntington is here. Kyle Fishman said, I don't even watch the show anymore. I just arrived for the after party. That's crazy. Savitri says, hello from Toronto. Hello, Toronto. I like Toronto. Jay Vargas is here. Sorry, I haven't been able to tune into the latest video game live sheet. What have you been playing? I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, to be honest with you. Some GeoGuessr too. Hello, Matthew Davis. The second Trump term is such a horror show that the theme to it should be Dance Macabre. I don't know what that is. Danse Macabre. Is that... I don't know. Did you read this news today? Supreme Court formally asked to overturn landmark same-sex marriage ruling. I did not know that. That's a thing? Let me look that up real quick. I mean, that's hopefully just because someone asked for it doesn't mean anything's going to happen. I mean, that's not great, but Supreme Court formally asked to overturn. Yep, that is true. Oh, God, I forgot about this woman. Hopefully it's just a formality. Maeve 1850 says, Massachusetts in the house. Nice. Teaching protest songs on Sunday, ready to mobilize. Nice. Anthony CT Finest is here. Shout out to Anthony. James says, I feel like anything can come to the Supreme Court these days. I know, it's weird. It feels like they have way too much power. Matthew says the Supreme Court may take the case. Oh, God. They can't punt that one back to the states. Marriage is federally recognized under tax law. That's an interesting point. Is this an alternative reality? I've been trying out a time machine. It only goes forward 1 minute per minute. That's funny. Even if it were to be overturned, Obergefell was to be overturned, all 50 states would still be forced to recognize marriage licenses from other states per the Respect for Marriage Act of 2022. Okay. So it seems tough, but everybody thought it was going to be tough to overturn Roe versus Wade too, and they still did it. I am holding out hope that this is just like a little bit of a formality. My hair's looking better? Thanks. It is growing out. The only issue is it's a little pointy. But thank you. I'm a chia pet? Oh, Anthony has COVID. It sucks, Anthony. Hope you feel better. It's strange that the Teamsters are endorsing the Republicans rather than Democrats. Why? Personally, I think it's because the union president since 2020, Sean O'Brien, did so. I think Biden dropping out changed everything for the unions, unfortunately. My hair grows fast. James is also getting over COVID. That sucks. I thought it was going to be harder to get rid of departments like Department of Education, considering they were established by Congress. That's the issue. If Congress is going to just lay on their back and let Trump do whatever he wants, it can be done easily. It shouldn't be, but Congress should be doing something, but they're obviously not. Roe v. Wade was more about creating a new right that wasn't written. Obergefell was about applying rights that already existed and equality for all. I get that. O'Brien was at the RNC even before Biden dropped out. That is true. I do remember that, but I don't know. I think he would have gone. He's a little bit of an egomaniac, in my opinion. I think he would have gone no matter what. Maeve says, I'm friends with Cyril Means' daughter. Cyril was one of the architects of Roe versus Wade. He warned 50 years ago that states need to codify, as it was not staying long term. My mom was also part of codifying it in the state of Maryland. Sam, what do you think the breaking point for the average MAGA head is? There has to be one, right? They grew up in a normal society. They lambast as woke, but what's coming should wake them up. I don't know. The only thing that's even seemed to twinge them awake a little bit was Epstein. Thanks for liking the stream, RM. Ma says, I would like to see Bernie run. Again, at this age, really? I like Bernie Sanders, but I think he's too old at this point. What happened to Kamala? She got worse when she was on Colbert. I don't know. I didn't see her interview on Colbert. That was recent, right? Now I see them. Now I see them doing whataboutism with Epstein. Sadly, yeah. It seemed like, that's why I said it sort of shake them awake a little bit, but it didn't have a seismic impact. I mean, it's still ongoing though, so we'll see. Logan says, it gives me hope seeing all the protests in DC. I don't know. I'm sort of a little disillusioned about protesting. It's like you can hold signs and cheer all you want. The National Guard's still there. Vladimir says, we can't repeat the mistake of electing anyone too old. Look what happened with Biden. Bernie is old, but he's the best they have available. He's too old, man. Nice, James. And Bernie tried twice and he lost twice. You know, what are you going to do? Why did George Floyd receive a larger protest than detaining migrants? Well, the whole BLM protests were a long time coming, and many cases that sort of built on top of each other over time. I think a lot of Americans don't give a shit about migrants, unfortunately. That's another big issue. AOC will take Bernie's torch. I think so. Is Bernie older than Trump? That's a good question. I think he is, but BLM was a spark that was waiting to burn for 20 years. Exactly, Philip. Exactly. Yes, Bernie is older than Trump. What about Pete Buttigieg as president and Bernie as VP? I think Bernie's too old. I think it's time to try something else. What's so funny about calling him Bernie? That's what he calls himself. James says, I think it's certain Newsom, Bashir, and Pritzker are running. Susie says, Newsom, Pritzker. Marco says, Josh Shapiro. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of names thrown out there. It's just way too early. Because of first name basis, I guess. But it's sort of what makes him more endearing to people. You know, he's Bernie. Hello, Susie K. Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. Sherrod Brown is now running for Senate this upcoming midterm. Think he's got a chance? Didn't he just lose? Seems unlikely in Ohio, but you never know. Is it Vance's open seat? It's possible. Ash Zarena, PhD. Is that Dr. Ash? Sam Gritter uses petrochemicals to create their dyes in their drink. Drink something healthier, please. Is that Dr. Ash? I haven't seen Dr. Ash in forever. What should I drink then? Never thought I'd live to see U.S. troops invading cities. I know it is pretty crazy. This one has shook me pretty hard, especially as a person who grew up in the D.C. metro area and has lived in D.C. It's like, it's crazy. And how anybody can support this. Again, there's just no rhyme or reason to this. Yes, is there crime in D.C.? Absolutely. Of course. Does it need to be addressed? Absolutely. Is this the way to do it? Absolutely not. Anybody who thinks that this is the way to do it is a fascist. I'm sorry. If you think solving crime in cities is about militarized, federalized law enforcement coming in for a small amount of time, that's just fascism. That's all there is to it. Again, there are so many ways to address the underlying issues of crime. And sending in the National Guard for 30 days isn't the way to do that. Do you find traffic worse in LA or DC? It's pretty comparable. I posted my question on the website in the appropriate place, and you still didn't read it. Right. Members and donations get priority on questions. We can't guarantee everybody's question is going to get on the air, though. Why are the anti-Trumpers losing their shows like Stern and Colbert, or is it just a coincidence? Probably a little bit of both. It's probably just a coincidence, and probably, I mean, the Paramount definitely seems the most sketchy, but I don't know much about Stern. Michael uses dictator playbook, crime, national security, drugs, etc., etc. Yeah. You ever see your dad work on his books? All the time, throughout my entire life, basically. I do know that Trump used to be a Democrat, yes. Oh, there's a meteor shower tonight? I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. Does he write or type when he's drafting? I think type. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I think type. I usually see him at his computer, clicking away. He does write notes, but that's usually for his redistricting stuff, from what I can tell. January says, I think the breaking point for MAGA is probably a recession. Epstein started the turn, but if people get punched in the wallet, they'll probably flip, which is sad because there's more pressing issues. I think that's possible. What do you think about the White House ballroom? A bunch of federal architectural historians believe it violates the National Historic Preservation Act. I don't think a ballroom is necessary. I think the reason why Allan is so critical of the Dems' messaging is because they're afraid to campaign in red states, leaving their voters vulnerable to Republican misinformation. I think that's a good point. Sam, did you know that in the Trump 2000 campaign, Oprah Winfrey was supposed to be part of the administration? I think he said he was going to pick her as his VP or something, right? Sam, do you like great value spicy chicken patties? I don't believe I've ever had that. Dennis says, apathy and hopelessness has a stranglehold on a lot of people when it comes to politics. So many people simply don't vote. Absolutely. The White House wasn't intended to be a party or a dance club. Exactly. This is why I did not vote for Trump, because I like to be an ostrich, and when he's in office, we all have to be so alert and tuned in. What do you mean by an ostrich? Kev, you missed the show? Come on. Melania probably demanded the ballroom to pretend to stay married to him. Where is Melania? You never hear from her. KFC or Popeyes? I think if you're just getting a bucket of chicken, KFC is better. If you're getting like tenders or chicken sandwich, more specialty items, Popeyes is better. Oh, means an ostrich head in the sand. I get that. I totally get that. Oh, it is Dr. Ash. What's up, Dr. Ash? I haven't seen you. He says I had to get away from politics after the election. Oh, then he deleted it. Never mind. Everybody's saying Popeyes. I used to be pure Popeyes. And then I would just like sometimes get like buckets. It's just like, buckets of chicken. And it was just like, it just wasn't right. It was like too greasy, not enough like chicken in it, like too much covering. And then I went back to KFC and got like a bucket from KFC, and I was like, actually, this is pretty good. But again, like tenders, chicken sandwiches, KFC and Popeyes bad for cholesterol, no doubt. I mean, I don't eat KFC and Popeyes often. I probably had KFC and Popeyes like twice in the last year. As soon as we talked about Popeyes, a McDonald's delivery ad arrived at my house. A McDonald's delivery arrived at my house. That's funny. That's the thing. The Popeyes, you're right, Anthony. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is goated. What about McDonald's? I'm not a fan of McDonald's. I feel like the only thing I like at McDonald's is getting McFlurry and fries. I feel like every time I get food at McDonald's, it's always disappointing. Okay, here's Dr. Ash again. He says, it is Dr. Ash. Sam, sorry I had to stay away from politics after the election. It's good to see you again. Also, check on Dr. D's probiotic drinks. They're good and limited on sugar. Dr. D's probiotic drinks, okay? Dr. D's. Surprisingly, Chipotle is not that bad. I used to be obsessed with Chipotle. I'm still kind of obsessed with burritos, but I got kind of sick of Chipotle over time. Susie K says, I used to hate KFC until I traveled to the Caribbean. Wow, they know how to make it. That is true. Foreign KFCs are really good. There was a KFC really close to my apartment when I was studying abroad in Prague, and that KFC was so good. The Habit or In-N-Out? I've never had The Habit. Kentucky foreign chicken. That's funny. Thank you, John, for the donation. Here's a coffee for being such a good son to your father. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Michael Nightwell says, In-N-Out is so overrated. I agree it's overrated, but it's still pretty good. It's for the price, it's pretty good. But like people who like, yeah, I agree. People freak out about In-N-Out, and it's like, chill. And the In-N-Out fries are horrific. They're terrible. Foreign McDonald's is not bad either. Comes with rice and beans instead of fries in South America. That's pretty cool. KFC is really big in China. I don't doubt it. I've never had a Whataburger or Culver's. My favorite fast food burger is probably Five Guys or Shake Shack is my favorite fast food burger. Fat Burger is not that good, I feel like. Carl's Jr., no. Am I a September baby? I am not, no. Have I ever tried veggie burgers? Many times. I've gone through periods of my life being full-on vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, so I've eaten many veggie burgers and black bean burgers and Beyond Meat burgers, and none of them are that good. To be honest. Burger King now. Pro tip, you can ask fast food joints to hold the salt and get healthier burgers. At that point, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? If you're gonna get fast food and start telling them to hold salt, and it's like, just don't go. Just go home and eat something. White Castle, I had White Castle one time and I was not impressed. I have had an Impossible Burger before, and it was very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good. It was good. I know I just said that none of them are good. It was okay. But like compared to a real burger, I don't know. Impossible Burgers are only $1.50 at Costco. Interesting. Hop Dottie Burgers? I've never heard of that. Impossible Meat Burgers are just a different flavor. Nah, it's totally different. It's different texture. It's different flavor. It's different everything. You should have your father react to the Medi debate. I don't think he's willing to sit down and watch an hour of that. I don't think. What about Pete's Coffee? What about it? New topic? I'm more of a tea guy, so I like to get these big jugs of green tea. I forget what they're called. What are they called? Sam Lichtman vs. 20 QAnon creeps. That's funny. It's called Itoen. This stuff. I buy these big jugs of that. So I don't really do much. And that's a new thing too. I just started getting into green tea. Before that, I just made peppermint tea at home. What does your dad think of all the conservative financial influencers online like Dave Ramsey? I don't think he knows they exist, Missy. You have to understand how technologically inept my dad is. I don't think he's aware of any influencers. I think I told this story. Just the other day, he was telling me, like, hey, did you know if you go on YouTube, you can watch, like, old performances of, like, Elvis and Johnny Cash? So he's like us in, like, 2005. Like, you gotta think about it. He's like us in 2005 just discovering YouTube in 2025. So he has not reached the level of understanding that there are, like, financial influencers online, I don't believe. When's the next Fortnite stream? I don't know. I was a little discouraged because every day I stream Fortnite, I lost subscribers. So, I don't know, that discouraged me a wee bit. Show us the tea again. True, Joe, true. Should play another story game. Yeah, I probably should. Political machine. Maybe you should launch a gaming channel then. But I truly enjoy the Fortnite streams. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Making another channel seems like a kind of like too much. I don't know. I don't know where Tupac is. I think he's mostly I've only seen him on Fortnite streams, I think, but maybe I'm mistaken. Would you ever consider games like Heroes of Might and Magic series? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Philip's seen him. Okay. I'm wrong. Taylor Swift announced a new album. Let's go, Swifties! Swifties! Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande? Taylor Swift. I don't really listen to either of their music, either Ariana or Taylor's, but I probably know more Taylor Swift songs. No, I've never really gotten into Black Mirror. Sometimes stuff that like twists your mind is like, too much. Dua Lipa or Taylor? Dua Lipa, no doubt. Lady Gaga or Amy Winehouse? I go Lady Gaga, personally. I know, I like Amy Winehouse too, but Lady Gaga was just a pivotal artist in my life for a long time. I do not have an old-fashioned stereo. I have not seen any of Wendy on Netflix. Metallica or Iron Maiden? Honestly, I don't listen to heavy metal like that. Probably Metallica, just because I know some of their stuff. I mean, maybe if you played their popular stuff, I would know it, but I don't know much about Iron Maiden. I do not watch WWE. Beatles or Rolling Stones? Beatles. Do I listen to Beethoven? Not really. Kinks or The Who? I don't really know much of the Kinks music. It's hard to say. I used to like The Who, but I kind of fell out of love with them. Tyler, the Creator of The Weeknd? Tyler, the Creator. Big time for me. Taylor Swift will save America with her new album. You know what? I don't think so. What is the possibility of Taylor Swift running for president? Pretty low. Pretty damn low, I'd guess. Do you like music from the 60s? Sure. 60s has good music. Are you enjoying Don't Tap the Glass? I don't know what that is. Ghosts or UFOs? What do you mean by that exactly? 2000 Ravens or 2012 Ravens? 2000 Ravens. I've seen some of CoffeeZilla stuff, but I wouldn't say I follow him, no. Oh, Don't Have Class is the new Tyler Creator album. I haven't listened, to be honest. I liked Igor and Flower Boy. Those are two of his albums that I very much like. You be in my dream space. Reality. I'm in the UK. My next door neighbor is a Trump admirer, but she knows of none of the negative events. She is right wing. It's as if they can blank out the bad stuff he does. Yeah, that's a fair point. The Doors? I've never really gotten into the Doors. Not a big horror movie guy. I think that was 2012 Ravens. Touch deed. I also like Alfred Hitchcock, Michael Nightwolf. We are living under idiocracy. I don't even know if it's idiocracy. It's more sinister than that. Sam, you've seen Killers of the Flower Moon. Curious if it's worth a long watch. I think it's worth the watch, yeah. It didn't blow me away, but I think it's still a very good movie. Can you name any groups from the 60s and 70s that you like? Sure. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. I'm a big fan of the Eagles. I'm a big fan of Carole King. I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan. I'm a big fan of James Taylor. I'm a big fan of the Velvet Underground. To name a few off the top of my head. One of the reasons you're losing some subs is because YouTube periodically removes inactive accounts. Maybe. I like Neil Young. Yes, I do like Neil Young. I like Clearwater Revival. I like the band. I like Allman Brothers. I like Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah. Again, I'm not super deep on their music, but I like them. How do you think Trump supporters will feel in a decade after we've all moved past this? I think they'll just be stubborn and defend all the shit that Trump did. No CD player, so are you a streamer? Yeah, I mostly stream my music. Hey, Keeks. Yeah, I do like 70s Southern rock a lot, to be honest. Oh, I like Janis Joplin too. I like Peter, Paul, and Mary again. Not super familiar, but I've always liked stuff I heard from them. I like the White Stripes, yeah. You be my dream space. Empty. You saw Jack White on acid once? Like you were on acid or he was on acid? You're right, Joe. Oh, you were on acid. Okay, gotcha. I don't know who John Cale is now. I never really got into Jefferson Airplane. I like John Lennon's post-Beatles stuff more than McCartney's, to be honest. I feel like John Lennon has some pretty good albums post-Beatles. Plastic Ono Band, I love that album. Also, George Harrison's solo album. I love that album. I can never remember the name of that album. It's black and white with him like sitting on a stump with a guitar. What's the name of that album? All Things Must Pass. Yes, thank you, RM. I love that album. I listen to that album a lot. You have the original vinyl of All Things Must Pass? That's cool. I just sold all my vinyls, honestly. They're just too heavy. Too much to lug around. I don't know who Harry Nilsson is. Harry Nilsson. I don't know. I would say from the 60s and 70s, I mostly listened to stuff from the Eagles and the Beatles. Those are probably the two biggest from that era that I listened to. Allman Brothers there was a time in my life where I was listening to a ton of Allman Brothers. And I listened to a ton of Carole King. There's that one album she has with her like sitting on a windowsill. Again, I can't remember I've got a good imagery mind, but I can't remember text. There's the Carole King album with her like sitting on a windowsill, I think. Tapestry, right? Yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah. Iron Bell's got it. Yeah. I've listened to that album like 400 times, probably. Tapestry. I feel like Carole King is so underrated too. Like nobody ever talks about Carole King, but she's so good. Carole King has a musical? Pink Floyd I've never gotten into. I didn't even know Carole King had a musical. That's cool. I also do really like the Velvet Underground. The Banana album I've listened to that so many times. I actually had a professor get me into the Velvet Underground. It was in grad school. It was a class called American Art of the 60s. I love that class. And like every day before class, we'd come in and she was always listening to the Velvet Underground. And I didn't really know much about the Velvet Underground at that point. And I think I went up and asked her, I was like, who is this? She's like, this is the Velvet Underground. I was like, dude, they're awesome. John Cale was in the Velvet Underground. I didn't know that. Why haven't there been any more major demonstrations since No Kings back in June? Because they don't do crap, dude. They don't make any difference. Yes, Velvet Underground is so good you might like the Walter Martin Radio Hour on Substack. Sounds nice. Sounds very nice. Would you like more movies or music? It's hard to say. Probably movies, but it's like, what do you like better, chocolate or vanilla? They're just different. I like them both. The iPad Nano. I had an iPad Nano. I do have my master's degree, yes. I have been to Toronto before. Savitri. I was there in 2015 and I enjoyed it. Although I was there in like February and it was cold as shit. When you think about a Fortnite stream, I don't know. I just kind of do the streams when the stars align. I don't really plan them out ahead of time. I should grow my beard. I don't know. It doesn't really grow fully. It kind of grows scraggly. Same if the right wing is good at taking advantage of the algorithm for views, why hasn't the left wing taken advantage of it? I think they have to a certain extent. Yeah, I use Spotify. I mean, I think the far left and the far right are good at social media because they say outrageous shit that gets clicks. Why did you step away from your server? Because there was just too much drama and I just didn't have the energy to keep up with it or moderate it. Long story short. Oh, Fleetwood Mac. How did I forget Fleetwood Mac? I mean, Fleetwood Mac is all time for me. Hello, Mercedes AMG. I like the Doobie Brothers. Again, can't say I've gotten super into their music, but I like them. How could I forget Fleetwood Mac? I mean, I'm sure there's more I've forgotten, but yeah, I listened to a lot of Fleetwood Mac over the years. I feel like everybody's listened to a lot of Fleetwood Mac over the years. Dreams might be the best song ever made, honestly. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Alaskans are buying Ukrainian flags for when Putin lands. That's dope. Yeah, stop watching Charlie Kirk, dude. He's a bad faith actor. Like, what's the point of watching somebody who's a propagandist? Like, what's the point? Have you heard the Buckingham and Nicks album? I'm not sure. Doesn't sound familiar. I can play video games if people want me to play video games. Let's do a poll. Do you want me to play Fortnite right now? All podcasters are propagandists? I don't think that's true. And there's varying degrees of how heavily folks are propagandists. Charlie Kirk is about as far on the propaganda spectrum as you can possibly be. Hello, Blaze. I've not played that Aja. Most podcasters have an agenda. That's a long debate to have. I mean, what do you mean by political podcasters? Do all political podcasters have an agenda? To some extent, probably. I mean, it's hard to have, no agenda whatsoever. But again, there's a spectrum. And, you can have an agenda and still live in a good faith reality of debate and discussion, which Charlie Kirk does not. Well, the poll is literally 50-50 right now. Holy cow. Agenda isn't propaganda. That's true. I generally believe that, yes. Everyone has some biases as human nature. Yeah, I mean, that's the point. Is there any news broadcast? I mean, maybe like the ABC and NBC night, but no, there's no way to remove any type of bias whatsoever. But again, there's a spectrum. You can certainly have an agenda if you're a propagandist, but if you have an agenda, you're not necessarily a propagandist. That's the way I see it. What's the difference between sensationalism and bullshit? Sensationalism is like me being like, dude, I can't believe Trump. This is unprecedented what Trump is doing. Can you believe that? That's sensationalism. Bullshit is like, Donald Trump is literally going to start arresting people on the street and putting them into Holocaust internment camps. That's bullshit. That's the difference. Hello, Cynthia. We wouldn't be in this mess if both sidism wasn't prevalent in legacy media. I agree with that, Kev. Propaganda involves using biased or misleading information to promote a particular political cause, ideology, or point of view. An agenda isn't necessarily false. Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it, Philip. I don't know, alligator outreach is kind of like a camp. You get my point. Why are you so anti-Kamala after this Colbert interview, Marco? Propaganda is Donald Trump coming to the podium and saying immigrants are rapists and murderers and terrible people. That's propaganda. Because the statistics just show that on average they're not that. Yes, are there some immigrants that are murderers? Yes, there are some of every set of humans on earth that are murderers. There are some black people who are murderers. There's some Jews who are murderers. There are some, that's just a moot point. I will get claimed if I play the Kamala interview. CBS, Paramount will claim me like that. Propaganda is easily identifiable with fact checks. If it's knowingly misleading, you are reading propaganda. Philip knows what he's talking about, man. Kamala has been MIA since she lost, but democracy in danger. All leaders should be speaking up today. Yeah, I think generally speaking, like after a loss like that, I don't blame people from disappearing. Like running a presidential race is probably one of the hardest things you can do in life. Like just emotionally, mentally, physically tolling. But like in this case, I feel like, yeah, she should be out there more. How do others play shows and stuff? No one's playing CBS content, I guarantee you that. There's some stuff that doesn't claim you, there's some stuff that does. And Paramount is a known claimer. I still don't get why Dems pontificators continue to sour on Kamala even after 24. They're sour on her because she lost. I mean, it's pretty simple. I don't know why Trump said that. I think he's just old and doesn't read, and people just tell him stuff and he doesn't listen, and then he just goes out and says crap, and I don't think it's that complicated. But her losing does not mean she's unelectable. True, but right now she's just lost, and maybe she'll come back with force, but right now you can't expect people to be like, Kamala. It's like, it's embarrassing that a geriatric dude is controlling our lives. I feel like geriatric dudes have been controlling our lives for thousands of years. I mean, have you looked at the U.S. Senate lately? A lot of geriatric mofos in there. All right. I think I am going to play some Fortnite. If you don't want to watch, I totally get that, but I kind of want to play. Like, I just feel like playing, and I'm streaming, so I might as well just play while I stream, you know? I think I'm kind of burned out from talking about politics. I've been doing it for 2 hours now. Kind of want to just relax and play some video games. Though it's so fucking hot in here. Oh my god, why does this vent keeps closing? Like, if I signed off right now, I'd probably just play some Fortnite. So I might as well play it on stream, you know what I mean? Sam's gonna defy the poll, I know. Well, the issue is, like, it's really close. And like I said, like, if I'm kind of done talking politics, so I'd probably just sign off anyways. So I might as well just keep chilling and hang out and keep streaming, you know? You know? And if you don't want to stick around for that, I get it. Just don't unsubscribe. That's all like, if you don't want to watch, cool, don't watch. But just don't unsubscribe. Like, that's so mean. Alright, I'm pulling up Fortnite now. Give me a second. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Tupac M is playing. Oh, this is not copyrighted music. I have streamer mode on, so it purposely doesn't play copyrighted content. Does Trump play video games? No, definitely not. Thanks for looking out for me, Philip. I appreciate that. This is PC. This is PC, but I'm using an Xbox controller. Absolutely, Cynthia. I mean, he cheats at golf. I mean, that's like a known thing about Trump. Let me stand up and do some. Like, I just sit for too long. I need my standing desk back, bro. I miss my standing desk. Alright, you want me to win right off the bat, Susie? Hasn't President Trump won quite a few awards with his golfing? Maybe. I don't know. What do you mean by awards? Like tournaments? I don't know. I heard he was a serial cheater at golf. That's what I've heard. If you're not familiar with Fortnite, the game is basically last man standing, or woman, or person. And right now there are 95 people in the game. Now there's 93. You can see it under the map. The last person left wins. Kind of like Hunger Games. I need another gun. Oh, there we go. Nice. Shoot the pool table? Is that a thing? Are you trolling me? Nothing. Thanks a lot, Tony. Just saw somebody running this way. Trying to sneak up on me. Alright, that was definitely a bot, but good little warm up. No, I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah, closest person to Lisa Simpson is Elizabeth Warren. Are you guys trolling me with this pool table? I think you guys are trolling me. Well, young Lisa Simpson is young Elizabeth Warren. Ever thought of live streaming The Sopranos? You can't live stream The Sopranos, bro. That's a good way to get a lawsuit on your hands, I feel like. I know on Twitch there are like certain Amazon Prime stuff that you can stream. That's because Prime is owned by, or Twitch is owned by Prime. Lisa and Elizabeth are the same name. Are they? Never thought about it like that before. I guess they are. What other name could be I mean, you could just be Lisa. There are people just named Lisa, right? I don't know. I call this place my little house on the prairie. Lisa is short for Annalisa. Or Annalise. Yeah, I've never heard anybody say Lisa is short for Elizabeth. Like, Liz is certainly short for Elizabeth. I don't know about Lisa. Maybe Liza, Elizabeth, Liza. They're all the way over there. Nobody's out here, man. I wish I could barricade this door. Alright, let's get into action a little bit. I'm not in DC. I'm outside of DC. So I can't really speak to... I haven't been in this week, so can't really speak to what's happening, to be honest with you. There's a mofo right there. Take that. No gold guns. That's annoying. What's that music? Oh, I gotta get out of here. The storms are coming. Storms are coming. Oh, there's a person coming. Everybody's talking about what their names mean. Hi, my name is Slim Shady. I'm trying to jump on this. Hell yeah, Philip. That's a dope. What do you think about your name? Yeah. Can't we just make up what our names mean? Like, yeah, my name means dope dude. What? Who just shot me? Oh, come on. I think I just shot the side of the building, that's all I did. Wow, that's intense. Kev. This car is stalking me. Damn, they're so far. Whoa. Uh-oh, there's mofos. Those footsteps mean somebody's around, if you don't know. Where is this person? Let's go. How do they still have a shield? How? How do they still have shield left? How is that possible? I've shot them 50 times. God damn. Finally. Jeez Louise, dude. That was annoying. Oh, fuck. Someone's coming. No! Damn. Damn it. 7's not bad. Also, if you're watching, make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on so you know when I'm live. Pissed. Good game. Like, it was a decent game. Decent game. Doctor asks us don't drink this. I'm thirsty. Thank you, Blaze. Number 7's decent, yeah. Oh, Superman's here. Top 3 this time? Sure hope so. Do they still have SW stuff for Fortnite? I don't know what SW is. I just started playing Fortnite, so probably not the best person to ask. Oh, that's a good pistol to start the game with. Pool table did nothing, guys. Thanks a lot. That's all you're gonna give me? No more golden boxes? Really? Nothing? You're leaving, Susie? That sucks. That sucks. I don't know what kind of car that was. I don't think they have like realistic. They're just like made up cars in the game, I think. Go. Maybe up to the hive. See what happens. Michael, know you're a big Taylor Swift fan, eh? Fan. Ooh. I'll take that. Can I make it? No. Oh, the storm is not staying out there. Alright, let's do Ranger's Ruin. Yeah. Ooh, good jump. A lot of fire going on here, folks. That other mofo ran away. Like a coward. Oh. Like a coward. Where the hell is this box? this motherfucker. I know my shooting has improved a bit. Appreciate you recognizing that, Ruben. Everybody in the chat should come together. Come together right now over me. Where'd that go? There it is. Oh, fuck y'all. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna get third-partied. I'm not gonna let y'all just fuck me up for no reason, you know. Didn't know where y'all coming from. I'm outie. What level is this? I don't know what you mean by level. Oops. Being nice, Sam? Who was I not being nice to? Doing it the wrong way. Tupac M's here. Where are all those guys? Don't matter. Oh, there they are. That was weird. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh. I'm hitting them in the head. That was crazy. guy's crazy. Ah. I don't know what to do in those situations. Like, do I, when I'm like suddenly have no health left, do I run? Do I just stand and fight? Ah, damn it. This guy was OP. Oh, he's got a crazy gun too. I had a feeling I should have stayed away from him. What'd you say, Jimmy? Oh, you did say top 3, right? Maybe I should play OG. Why? Why do you recommend that? It's easier, better guns. This is OG to me, you know what I mean? Like, I've never played Fortnite before, so this is my original. Oh, someone followed me here. That's a good starting gun. Not gonna lie. It's pretty dope. Oops. Oh shit. What was that? Oh. Oh, let's go. Wow, that was sketchy as hell. Alright, these fucking... Oh, fuck off, bro. Where's the, Bug blaster. Where you bugs at? Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Ooh, legendary bug. Why can't I say bug blaster? Bug blaster. Bang. What else do I need to neutralize in here? It's got like one tiny little sliver left on neutralize the threat. This thing, that's it? I thought that was it. Come on, Queenie. Why's my health so low? How did my health get so low? Oh, what the fuck? Jesus criminy. Chill, guys. Alright, I need some health spray. I need some of this. I need some of that. Okay. Take that. No, you know what I'll do? I'll take that. No, I want that. I'll take that. Where's my medallion? My diamonds are reckless. It feels like it's hanging from my necklace. Ooh, I want that really badly. Just want to make sure I got everything. All the good stuff. I think I did. I really don't need any more ammo. What the hell is going on in the chat right now? What happened in the chat? I missed it. Who didn't adhere to the rules? Are there 2 boxes? I don't know. Okay. Nightwolf and POTUS crashed out over what? Oh, he just left. Just went to bed. I already did that, Tony, and nothing happened. So. There's another medallion available. Oh, RM's just stirring the pot. Headshot.
Still online?
Yep.
Wow, it's almost midnight.
Okay. I'm still online. He's trying to shoot at me. Mofo. Another mofo? God damn it! I was low on health. Too much smoke on that icon. Alright, I'm outie, folks. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I'm outie. Dad said bedtime. Yeah, my dad said, go to bed. Is there any other song that plays in this game on streamer mode? Because this is the only song that ever plays for me. Whew, I'm tired. All right, folks. Peace.